The development of audio limiters marked a pivotal moment in sound engineering, evolving from basic tools into sophisticated devices that transformed broadcasting and music production. This journey began in 1937 with the Western Electric 110A, the first commercial peak limiter designed to eliminate overmodulation in radio broadcasts and provide consistent audio levels. Released several months later, the RCA96A offered similar functionality, marking the early days of dynamic range control. These rudimentary devices, while effective at reducing distortion, were purely functional, serving the immediate needs of transmitter operators across the United States. What is a transmitter operator, you ask? A transmitter operator was a key technical professional in the early days of radio broadcasting, responsible for managing and maintaining the equipment that transmitted radio signals. Monitoring signal levels, going out to ensure that signals stayed within legal and technical limits to avoid interference or overmodulation, was a major part of their role. The introduction of audio limiters made their job a lot easier. Despite their simplicity, the introduction of these tools inspired engineers to explore more advanced concepts in audio processing. One such pioneer was Al Town of KSFO in San Francisco, who recognized the potential of integrating a hard peak limiter with a softer averaging processor. Town's groundbreaking idea led to the development of the PRAR, short for Program Guardian. It was a combined automatic gain control and peak limiter system. After over a decade of refinement, Town's design was patented and brought to market by Langevin as the PRAR 119A, representing a major leap forward in intelligent audio compression. In 1947, General Electric introduced the BA5 delay line peak limiter, revolutionizing the industry with its feed-forward design. This innovative device used a delay line to synchronize the audio signal with its control circuitry, allowing for precise limiting and producing cleaner audio than ever before. Its forward-thinking approach set a benchmark that would take decades to match, showcasing the potential of advanced audio processing technology. By the 1950s, compressors had evolved into more versatile and reliable tools. In 1956, Gates Radio Company released the STA Level, a straightforward compressor that used the 6386 tube as its gain control element. This device became a staple in broadcast stations well into the 1970s, valued for its consistent performance and durability. 2 years later, Gates introduced the Level Devil, which incorporated a level-dependent expansion gate capable of releasing 10 decibels of expansion when input levels exceeded the noise floor. Though this feature was imperfect and prone to artifacts like sucking and wheezing, it marked an important step toward the intelligent audio processing we recognize today. Throughout this period, companies like Collins, Gates, Western Electric, General Electric, and RCA continued refining the art of dynamic range control. By the late 1950s, the foundational challenges of peak limiting for broadcast were largely solved, setting the stage for the next wave of innovation. These early devices not only addressed practical broadcast issues, but also laid the groundwork for compressors to become essential creative tools in the music industry, shaping the sound of modern audio production. The Fairchild 660 limiting amplifier released in 1959 and the stereo Fairchild 670 released in 1960 set a new standard in dynamic range control with their innovative variable mute technology. Renowned for their smooth and musical compression, they became studio favorites, particularly in mastering initially and eventually for vocal processing. They offered precise control over dynamics with adjustable attack and release settings, delivering unparalleled audio quality that remains iconic to this day. The Teletronics LA2A was created in the early 1960s by James F. Lawrence, founder of Teletronics, and was introduced as an innovative optical compressor. Coming shortly after the success of Fairchild compressors for studio use, the LA2A offered a distinct approach to dynamic control, using a photoelectric cell to manage gain reduction, paired with valves for amplification. This design delivered a smooth, natural compression that quickly became a studio essential. Building on its early success, the Teletronics LA2A was acquired by Universal Audio in 1967, further cementing its legacy. Its simplicity, durability, and warm musical sound made it perfect for vocals and instruments, ensuring its status as a legend of professional audio engineering. The Teletronics LA2A is still being made today and is still in use the world over. After 60 years of consistent use, you would be hard-pressed to find a record that does not have an LA2A on it somewhere. Such is the ubiquitous use of this compressor. As big as the success of the Teletronics LA2A was and is, there is only one other compressor that has enjoyed similar acclaim, the Yuri 1176. Designed by Bill Putnam Sr. and released in 1967, the 1176 revolutionized compression with its solid-state design, moving away from the valve-based circuitry of its predecessors. Using a field effect transistor for gain reduction, it offered lightning-fast attack times and a punchy, precise sound that became a studio staple. Its famous all buttons in mode, achieved by engaging multiple ratio buttons simultaneously, added a unique, aggressive compression character that became iconic for its distinctive tone. The 1176's versatility made it suitable for virtually any application, excelling on vocals, drums, guitars, and more. With numerous revisions over the years, each contributing subtle tonal differences, the Yuri 1176 remains one of the most celebrated and enduring compressors in professional audio, standing alongside the LA2A as a cornerstone of studio recording. The success of the Teletronics LA2A and the Yuri 1176 paved the way for the many studio compressors that followed. Among these was the highly successful DBX 160, introduced in 1976. The DBX 160 was a pioneering compressor designed by David Blackmer that became a classic in studio recording. As one of the first compressors to utilize a voltage-controlled amplifier, it offered precise and predictable dynamic control, setting a new standard for compression technology. The DBX 160 was praised for its punchy, clean sound and straightforward operation, with just three main controls: threshold, compression ratio, and output gain. Its ability to handle transients with accuracy made it especially popular for tightening low-end instruments like bass and kick drums, as well as for adding presence to vocals and other sources. Its combination of reliability, simplicity, and excellent sound quality cemented the DBX 160's place in professional studios, influencing the design of compressors for years to come. The Fairchild, Teletronics, Yuri, and DBX compressors introduced four distinct methods of compression: variable mu with the Fairchild, optical with the Teletronics, FET, or field effect transistor with the Yuri, and VCA, or voltage-controlled amplifier, with the DBX. These methods became the foundation for all compressors developed thereafter. Some, like the Empirical Labs Distressor, are capable of emulating all these compression styles, contributing to its status as one of the best-selling compressors of all time. To learn more about any of these compressors, be sure to visit the Vintage Digital website. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more videos just like this one.